Hey, what's going on, everybody? This is David Brooks, the Cadillac Counselor, coming at you to tell you a little piece of my mind. And today, my mind is all about recovery. I've been watching my clients, and they've been coming in, and they keep on asking the same question. David, why do I keep relapsing? I want it so bad. David, why did I keep slipping up? It's that same area in my life. I keep falling. I don't want to keep using. I don't want to keep drinking. I don't want to keep doing those behaviors that's causing me issues, but I don't know what's wrong. This here is the reason. You're missing one of these three things. You're either not willing to change, you're not open to change, or you're not ready to change. You may have a whole big old slew of information. You might have a whole bunch of these books back here that you've read about. But I'm going to tell you this, out of my 20 years of counseling, I've come down to three words. Until all of these three words are really understood and you live by them, you are always going to have a struggle. So let me explain the first one, willingness. If you're not willing to make a change, if you're not willing to stop doing some of the things that you've been doing, the things that make you comfortable, then you are definitely going to struggle. You can fake it till you make it, but the problem is that if you're never willing to change, it's going to look like you're ready to change, but you're never going to, just the way it is. The second word is open. Just like a box. In order to fill it with something, you have to open it. A closed box, a closed mouth don't get fed, all of those things. One thing you have to realize is that when you find recovery and you want recovery, you have to keep your mind open. Open to new ideas, open to different ways of solving a problem. You have to be open to getting advice from people you might not like or people you might not respect. But you still have to be open, because if you ever close up, the process of change is going to be right behind it. If you aren't ready to make that move, then you're not going to. The one thing I've learned about being ready is that it could appear like it's time for you to be ready. You could be facing something right in front of you and it is the time right now. Still doesn't mean that you're ready. I've watched people in interventions. They might go, but they're not ready to change. I've seen people crying in front of their loved ones, trying to get them to be ready. You can't force being ready. The one thing that I will say about these three is that if you're missing one of them and you have the other two, it still doesn't mean you're quite going to see that change that you want. You can be willing to change and you could be open to change, but not ready to change. You could be ready to change and you could even be open to change, but you're just not willing to change. People who are willing to change, ready to change, but never open to change. You really want recovery in your life, you have to have all three of these. You can't fake it on these. It's either you are or you're not. And most of the people who have discovered a real place in recovery, they've mastered all three of those. Now, don't get me wrong, you can relapse at any time, but it doesn't mean that you're not ready, willing, and open for change. It just means that you slipped up. You had a lapse in your thinking. If you lapse, get back before you relapse. This is David Brooks, the Cadillac Counselor, just giving you some thoughts from my mind. Take it easy. Bye.